Hello everyone, welcome back to my Pixel Quest. I'm Rebecca and we are about to begin day 23 of our blind playthrough of Blue Prince. Let's head in. Guys, we had such an incredible day yesterday. I'm so thrilled that we have the honor of entering day 23. I'm incredibly excited about what's going to happen, and it's just in part because this game, is so ridiculously fun and so ridiculously rich, but it's also because we had an incredible day yesterday. I mean, yesterday in the game, day 22, but actually, I think I really feel that I've made huge progress, or at least substantial, important progress, even from little things, on every single day of this game. But yesterday was a big one. Day 22 was a big one. There was so much going on. All right, so the one thing I didn't get to do at the end of the last episode, because I had done so much that I forgot about steps, so I made it back almost all the way back to the fountain that I think I have drained now, but didn't quite make it back. So that was like the one thing that I thought I was going to finish the episode on and didn't manage it. So that's great. That's for this morning. That's wonderful. But before I do that, one other thing that I want to start this game with today that comes from the amazing discoveries we had yesterday, comes from the music room notes. So I got, we finally, after such a long time, managed to enter the music room. There's clearly a lot going on there. I think there's so much more to these music sheets than I currently understand. But I think I've got like kind of the major message, or at least the first of the major messages. So we don't have sheet number 5. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 from the music room, and we can add that to 6, 7, 8 that we already had from other rooms. And so the very first thing is to read all of the bold words. The bold words that we get are first words on the X, the missing page, are true message. So we don't know what X is, but of course the very first thing that I considered, it was like there's quite a few things this could relate to in the game, but the very first thing I thought of is it's literally these notes, it's these music sheet notes. So when I read the first word on each of those notes, kind of immediately after finishing, the episode, the last episode, I'm pretty sure that this is it, because what it says is find among the white something, that's our missing sheet 5, under 2 stones. Find among the white something under 2 stones. So I don't know what that something is, and it's obviously it's kind of the critical word, but at the same time there's enough to have a good guess about it. So because it says among the, I was thinking, all right, it's not on or near or in or among the. It feels like it hints towards it could be a few things. And the first thing that I thought of is white flowers. So I know that there are these flower beds here outside of the fountain. I don't really think it's these because I've never noticed that there are stones here, but I'm going to have a thorough look. And the other thing I remember is that there's patches of white flowers over there in sort of the east path. So I'm just going to have a careful look. I feel that's actually ridiculously pretty now that I look at it. Oh, those are the patterns that are in the morning room. Gosh, it's been here the whole time. I wonder if that's just nice, or if that's, everything in this game, I'm like, does that have meaning? It could have meaning. It could just be pretty. It could just be the nice pretty texture that they've put under these flowers. They are really gorgeous now that I look, aren't they? There could also be something else hidden in them that's not the thing I'm looking for specifically right now. But there's no stones. And it says under 2 stones. So I'm kind of picturing, that it could mean 2 stones that are stacked on top of each other. Oh, look, there's 2 stones, but that they're not amongst white things. So I'm going to, next thing I know we're all excited about going down the fountain. I am, but I'm also excited about this. I feel like it could be down here. It could be in. I should probably sort of. I don't think it's here along the path, but I should just make sure I'm noticing where the white flowers are. I did always wonder about, like you might remember many episodes back. I also feel like we'll probably never go out these gates, actually, will we? Like, I remember when I first discovered them, I was like, how do we get these gates open? But it occurs to me that they're probably just part of the story of this mansion. Of course, there have to be gates, in theory, for people to access this mansion in ordinary ways. And yeah, those are probably just the gates that like lead to town, lead to the garage. Well, I would call them purple personally. That one is blue. But there's also no... Yeah, maybe not that one. But let's keep looking. They look pretty purple actually. What if it means white trees? Because these are actually quite standout white trees, aren't they? Like, this is the only place I've seen, I think, where there are white trees. Like, 2 stones? This could be it. Oh, I probably need a shovel. If that's it, I probably need a shovel, right? Under 2 stones, find among the white, it could be trees, under 2 stones. That seems pretty conspicuous, doesn't it? Oh, excuse me. All right. I reckon that could be it. We got to get a shovel. So maybe, let's just double check. Let's just also have a little bit of a look around for some more white flowers. But I reckon that could be it. I reckon shovel. I reckon I need a shovel. So maybe that'll mean, maybe I prioritize. That I just checked. That does count as a step. That's fine. That's fine. I'm still wondering about this thing. I don't know. I did, by the way, when I came here last many episodes back, and I was like, was it always like this? Yes, it was. I went back and checked. It was like that, so nothing changed. Well, maybe I won't go in there, just in case that going inside there counts as a step as well. All right. No flowers in here whatsoever. There's nothing white except for the picket fences, and I doubt it's amongst the white picket fences. I'm sure it's those 2 stones under the tree. They're very prominent. They're very prominent. Hey, Swimbird. I wonder if there is anything we can do with this at any point. Anything in the log? Everything is suspicious. This game is so wondrous because even as you start learning and getting more confident about the kind of the mechanics, like for example, where you go, all right, certain things I can interact with when I kind of put the cursor there, that sort of stuff. There's always more to it. Like sometimes that works and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes, like even in the last episode, and this, so this is another thing. There's a couple of things I feel really silly about last episode because quite frankly, there was just too much going on. So there's a couple of things I feel really silly about. One of them is, like miscounting my step or not noticing the steps at the end of the game. Another one is that I completely forgot about getting the file locker key. That is so frustrating, and you guys must have been frustrated by that. So, that was just a slip for me. There was too much, in a sense, going on in that episode. I got too excited by the things, like the handful of mysteries I had in front of me. All right. But at least we know there is a thing called the file cabinet key. We can get it. I don't know if we get it specifically in the laundry room. We might get it from any dig spot, the same way that we got that other key we weren't able to use. But I do want to try getting it in the laundry room again. But before That's the symbol that's on the key, on the basement key. All right, hang on, here. I just want to finish this thought before we go on. So yeah, and I have a couple of theories about where that file locker key, is that what it was called? Like, we've got the safe deposit key that we know goes in gets used in the vault, but the file cabinet key, I'm wondering. Yeah, I don't know. It's not really a file cabinet. It said maybe it was used in a drawer. There's quite a lot of drawers. There's quite a lot of keyholes all over the place in a lot of different rooms. I mean, one that stands out to me, the file cabinet key. One that stands out to me is in the den, the one between the two swans. So I wonder if it could be for that, or it could be for something in, the office. I don't know. Either way, we don't have it now, but we'll get it again. So I'd like to. So, all right, the other mystery that came up for me yesterday is that when we were in the laundry where we got the file cabinet key, there was no visible dig spot there. I was just looking at the washing machines and the little dig spot thing came up. So to get to the point that I was saying before, it sort of shows me that things can really change when you have certain items, and certain tools in your inventory, basically, because then an interaction might come up that has never been there before, and maybe that's what that was. It only appears if you have the shovel. All right, the basement door. So this is the basement door. I didn't think it was going to be here. That's really interesting. I thought the basement door was going to be across the reservoir, actually. So that's interesting. And it raises a question for me. All right, so we know about this now. We know about this. Let's head back up. One thing I was thinking is that to drain the reservoir, I feel, because the reservoir you need to drain like 14 units of water. And I still think that we basically need to my current thinking is that we need to put water from the reservoir into the fountain. That there's not enough, even having used the reserve tank now to remove 5 or 6 units of water, I feel like we actually still need to put some of that those reservoir units of water in the fountain. So the way I've been thinking about it is that the fountain is an alternative way to access down there, but we can use the tomb to access all of that area as well. So I've been thinking essentially they're sort of interchangeable. So I was thinking, well, maybe once I have a look down there in the fountain, see if there's anything unique you can only get by accessing the fountain rather than the tomb, maybe I can then fill up the fountain again to empty the reservoir and then go down via the tomb entrance. Oh, I was kind of hoping for the tool shed, to be honest, because I wanted the Well, what's the most useful? Add 8 classrooms to today's draft pool. You know what? I don't know why I would want 8 classrooms. Obviously, there may be a reason for it, but I don't know why. I would want them. There's so many things going on in the classroom. I definitely haven't figured everything out. What could that be? I mean, I could choose that and try and puzzle that out as I go. Root cellar, of course, is great because more dig spots, and I know that there's these keys that I really want to get out of the dig spots as well, and I need to get a shovel anyway. I don't know if losing steps is actually so much better than losing gems anyway. I'll just kind of prioritize and get in because steps are also really important. So I might do root cellar, to be honest. I might do root cellar. Is Root Cellar going to be kind enough to give us a shovel? I wonder if it does sometimes. Yeah, look. I feel like there are things we can only... Like those 2 keys. I feel like there's some things that we can only find in the dig spots potentially. So I would like to maximize my opportunity to get them. So let's try that. We need a shovel anyway to be able to make good on... To be able to go and investigate those 2 stones over there. All right. The other amazing thing that we were able to do yesterday was add the clock tower, I think it was called, from the drafting studio to our... Oh, the message from Miss Babbage is gone. Interesting. But we got our 2 coins. All right. Let's go this way, just for fun. Okay. Well, I might start off with... Is this music in here changed a bit? Or is it just that I've spent enough time in here? Maybe as we get deeper into the mysteries, that music's starting to get a little more mysterious. Take my keys, thank you. Alright. So, again, so many priorities for today, like so many things I would love to do. One thing I'm really unsure of is that now we've drained... Now that we've drained the fountain, if I manage to get the cloakroom and I can get my basement key out, we know we can open that door down the bottom of the fountain, but is that the only basement key door? I'm still a little concerned that because the actual basement, as far as I can tell, is what's labelled the basement on the maps that were down there at the bottom of the tomb. Seems to be across the reservoir, but the fountain entrance is on the other side of the reservoir where we've been before, basically. So yeah, maybe I should do it just out of curiosity. And I guess if we need the basement key twice, then the idea is that we go, get into the antechamber again, and maybe the basement key will be back there again. Maybe that's how it works. Also, well, actually, the other possibility is that we get the basement key out, go and use it, and then go and put it back in the cloakroom. Yeah, okay, all right, no, cool. That's great. I'm happy with that. Parlor, please. Parlor, please. Oh, I love this music. This oboe, maybe. All right, let's be careful. This box is one of the 2 empty boxes. Could be the 2 boxes in this room are empty. Well, these 2 are aligned. There are 3 boxes in this room. There are 3. I mean, again, if it's not being tricky, if it's not using tricky phrasing and counting like something else as a box. All right, let's count this as true then. There are 3 boxes in this room, true. 2 boxes in this room are empty. Well, this is also true, isn't it? Because, yeah, 2 boxes in this room are empty. This box is one of the empty boxes, must be a lie, so it's got the gems. I've made a couple of mistakes with this. I've mostly gotten them right, yes, but I'm a bit stressed every time I do that, honestly. Well, that'll just send us around, but maybe that's fine. Then again, maybe this is a good place to put the chapel because we won't actually have to pass... We probably won't have to pass through the chapel very often. Yeah, let's do that. And then we can hopefully put something... digs... Oh, man, I've got so many... Yeah, dig spots. Dig spots everywhere today. Great. All right, let's hope we can get something... The locksmith, eh? I feel like that might be useful. This actually might be a great spot. We've got the upgraded storeroom. The upgraded storeroom that has 2 gems for us now, so that's superb. But we know we're going to get offered the storeroom a lot. I don't usually get offered the locksmith. So even though it requires a gem, I'm going to do it. I don't have any money, so there's no reason to step in there just yet. So that's cool. Maybe let's just do this one. And honestly, if this is a dead end, I'm cool with that. I think that's fine. I might pantry, to be honest, just for the extra money. Because we got a store. Yes, thank you. Good, good. Let's see where we go from here. But I can always go back into the entrance hall and... that's a waste of a hallway. Unless I could flip it around, which I can't. I don't know that it's even... Even though this might use a gem, to get nursery this early before I've drafted any other bedrooms might actually be a really good idea, because I do tend to draft a lot of bedrooms. Even though it costs a gem... You know, if we're going to have the thing is, you never know if you're going to have a long day or not, but steps obviously become a really important part of, you know, busy days, especially with more back and forthing. Like, for all I know, you know, I could get into here with the right kind of item. I just thought, like, I don't know if I've given the nursery as good a look as I should have. You know, any mysteries on the back of Mother Goose here? Yeah? You got any mysteries for me? You got a nice little scarf? This room is the main... Well, this room and this book. Hang on. Oh, okay. It's the banana in the book. I just noticed my cursor disappeared here and I thought it was the drawer. Yeah, no. This book and this room are the main things that make me think Simon and... like our grandfather Simon and our uncle Herbert are twins, because, you know, this seems to suggest two children the same age. Otherwise, you know, yeah, you would just use the same room for children of different ages. That's a 3x3. I'm on the lookout for 4 box. Aha! All right, that goes in my notes then. I feel like there could be something to this. I mean, it could just be a repeated environmental object, but so far I have got a list of these things in the boudoir, in the servants' quarters, and in the nursery, and I feel there's something to that. I feel that's important. Could even be something in here. Who knows? Yeah, this game is constantly showing you that you actually, as much as you know, you don't know. You know, there are new dynamics that you don't know about. There are new dynamics you don't know about. All right. More mysteries in the nursery, I am sure. More mysteries in every room, most likely. Let's head back. I'm so pleased to have that locksmith there. And it does mean that I wish I weren't losing money going through the chapel now, but oh well. We'll get more. We'll get more. We'll get more. So we really want to prioritize getting gems. Oh, commissary, but I got no gems now. So den is the obvious thing. Den is the obvious thing. We may get some dig spots in the den as well. Oh, trunk. Should I use a key? Yeah, why not? Because we've got locksmiths now. Ooh, oh. Now I've got money. I don't think... I've just passed this. It's on my mind to try and be here during this time. I think I was at least once here, you know, kind of during this time, if indeed it does mean sort of, I don't know, I suppose, you know, depending on where the minute hand and the hour hand are, it could denote 10:55 to 11:05, like that 10-minute period. It could denote 12:55 to 1:05. I don't know, or it could just mean 10 minutes or something like that. You know, this could be where the file cabinet key is. Not that it says file cabinet to me, but I feel like we'll definitely open it at some point, right? All right, if we can get storeroom here. I mean, we got to take it, don't we? I mean, to be honest, it's a good place for the clock tower as well, isn't it? We gotta... Oh, man, there goes my gem. I really want it, but I am concerned about losing gem possibilities. And this is a great place for the closet. I reckon let's try and get clock tower somewhere else. As desperately as I want it, I feel like, yeah, putting this here is a smarter move. Just to get ourselves, give ourselves some more possibilities. All right, so let's see how we go. But either way, clock tower is in the mix and it's coming up. That's great. That's really great. This might be a fabulous place for a hallway because we'll get some stuff. Yeah. I think this is worth using a key. And because I've got the... Oh, yes. Great. Yeah, because I've got the locksmith, I feel a little bit better about that. So... A dead end here is fine. Yeah, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. But... I'm just conscious of the fact that I don't have any other possibilities except hallway right now, and I don't have any redrafting. I don't have any die to redraft, so I could get myself stuck if I don't have another exit. So I'd actually like to do this because it might give us the watering can, or it might give us the shovel maybe. Security would obviously use a gem, but it would just give us another exit, and I think that might be smart. You know, this would be great to just we'd get the bonus steps and everything like that. It's just, it'd be really risky with the hallway situation. Maybe I'll risk it. Maybe I'll risk it. Sometimes it's worth a risk, I think. Oh, there we go. A gem for our risk taking. Okay. Not missing anything else. All right. Lovely. Let's give it a go. Let's hope. With 14, I can't remember if 14 is enough for the lockpick kit. I don't think it is. I think I'd be more comfortable going there with 15 coins, to be honest. Oh, absolutely. Courtyard, right? It's a shame to not put courtyard on the west wing, though. Yeah. It is a shame to not put it on the west wing. But... hang on, let me go back to my soil map. I think it's rank 3 on the west wing is the only place... Yeah, so if we could get the courtyard one more over on the west wing, it would be on a rich spot. And that might mean there's a higher chance of getting... But then again, there are other green rooms. Let's do it. Oh, please, shovel. Oh, okay. All right. No shovel yet. That's fine. We'll get there. Maybe if I can get the commissary somewhere. But sledgehammer is good. Okay. If we could get storeroom here, or even yeah. Oh! Hang on. Any of these would be great, actually. Any of these would be a really good decision. See, here we'd get 2 redrafts and a gem. Here we'd get 2 gems. And I'd get the 1 more coin that I need, I think, to buy the... But the commissary might give us the shovel. Oh, these are all really good possibilities. The commissary would also give us an exit. Maybe it's nuts. I'm going to do commissary. I'm going to use the gem. Alright. Oh, so many dig spots. Shovel! I think it would be worth buying it. Obviously, you know, like, we could hope that we come across the shovel, but yeah, no, let's buy it. Let's buy it. It's worth it. Yep. We're gonna make good use of that shovel today. We can buy gems, which is great. So I could get a set of gems for 10 or a single gem for 3. I'm just sort of saying that to myself so I remember it. And we can also buy the magnifying glass. To be honest, that's tempting right now. Because I'm so often wishing I had the magnifying glass. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. All right. Because I think with the dig spots, we'll make that money back. Oh, we're keyed up. We are keyed up. This is magical. We've only got the 1. Let's go back to the courtyard. I think it's worth using a step. And let's see what we get out of here. Oh, so brilliant. Silver key. Delicious. Pebbles, that's okay. I'll have many, many more of you. Old shoe. Coins. Nice, 2 coins. So that almost pays off our... magnifying glass. Did I miss one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now, before we go forward, I kind of feel like it might already be worthwhile going back to get the other dig spots that are around the place. And go out to our root cellar as well. Let's just double check. Were there any... I don't think there were any in there. No. So I don't think that's worthwhile. I wish I had that. There's nothing in there. I remember there was some in the chapel, but maybe let's go to the root cellar first. Oh! In fact, no. Yeah. Yes. There's too many things to do. Let's go. We've got the shovel now. Let's go and see if we're right about these 2 stones. Ooh. Oh, I can only walk really slowly there, but I feel like running. It's fine. It's fine. Let's enjoy the view. Something going on with that mountain. I truly feel it. I truly feel it. Oh, we're on the cusp of so many realizations. I'm thinking about those 3 gas flames, the 3 blue flames. We've only got 1 more to find. I wonder if the other one is going to be down in the tomb, because I feel like we've had all of the outdoor rooms. Well, who knows? Actually, I've got all of the outdoor rooms. I think that are the basic room, but like, I kind of feel like I should go now that I've got the shovel. I feel like I should go everywhere, right? Like, what if there are other hidden things? Correct. Yes, we dug up a secret floor plan. Would you like to permanently add no, as if. Yes, please. Conservatory. And looking at conservatory, it has like a drafting table in it. Adjust the rarity of the floor plans in your house. Are you kidding me? Adjust? Oh, that's interesting. I guess for different strategies, you might want more common rooms or you might want some of the rare rooms. Oh, mwah, mwah, mwah. I'm just kissing the air. I'm just kissing the manor grounds. Oh, so good. Let's kind of look everywhere with our shovel. Shovel is life. I really thought we were going to get a key there, to be honest. I think because the music notes mention keys so often, but you know, there's literally so many ways that key could be interpreted. You know, like answer, music keys, actual, you know, keys that you use to unlock things, etc. So, what if shovel can be used here? You never know. You never know. What about here? Somewhere unlikely. You know, around the back of the gate. I'm gonna look at these flower beds here as well, near the white stone. This is actually one of the first things I thought of when I was thinking about the white, like the potential for the message referring to white flowers, and I was like, there are some like occasional white stones on the path, just in case. And was there? I think there might have been a dig spot at the bottom of the fountain as well. Can't remember. I don't know, I'm kind of doing like you would with a metal detector, but just holding my shovel like an absolute. This is what has become of Simon, you know, after his 20 plus days in the mansion. The staff are like looking at it. They're probably like over there with telescopes and binoculars, you know, watching me, and they're like, "Oh boy, he's cracked. That's what happened to old Herbert. That's what happened to the old cat. Walking around with the shovel like a mad person." All right. I think it's all been worthwhile. No, it has been worthwhile. To get that conservatory is incredible. Like, shovel spot. Amazing. All right. Hopefully we get something from all of these. Shoe. Making a nice little collection of shoes. Coin. 1 coin. 2 coins. Key. Wow, I'm rolling in keys. I don't want to get cocky about it because nothing? You can't even give me pebbles or an old shoe? That's exactly what I was hoping for. A safe deposit box key. So that must be the vault. This one, so interestingly, that's a different number to what we had before. This one is 304. Oh, so I wonder if you can get different keys for any of them. I'm so sure this is the other possibility is that it could be for the mailroom, but the mailroom doesn't have numbers on the letterboxes there. So I'm sure that's for the vault. So vault would be a great. I guess let's say vault would be a great priority for today, since we have that. Which would mean we definitely need to be gemmed up. Gems have to be a priority. At the same time, maybe if we get our coat check and we're able to use this basement key, and if the basement key is used up by doing that, maybe then we can put this in the coat check, which would be, you know, which would mean we wouldn't necessarily need the all right. So I've only got 9 coins now. There's a couple of dig spots here. But I wouldn't imagine I would necessarily get money from it, so it's a bit of a risk. I don't think I've got enough money to go to the locksmith and make it useful. Like, I have many keys. What I really need there is either the lockpick key, the lockpick kit, or the you know, a special key might also be great. But yeah, so I think let's go on. I mean, it's not here, but just, you know, sometimes I just like to make sure I'm checking myself. Okay, so we want. I could just use this money to buy some more gems at the commissary, you know? That might be smart. That might be smart. I mean, it would... But then again, we don't have enough for the gem set. So I would only be using... Like, I could buy a few... Little bit risky. But then again, I'm going into this with only one gem. Let's do this one more and see what happens. Let's see what happens. Okay. Well, we're going a fair way. Maybe observatory would... It's a little bit risky. It's a little bit risky, but it might actually... Like, if we get a couple of trunks or something, it might be really useful. Yeah, I'm going to do it. It'll send us into the west. We've got another entryway there that's more in the center. Okay, no map. Yeah, that's different, isn't it, that compass? I haven't figured out that compass stuff yet. And that's all the same. All right, what do we got? Oh! 5 gems! I'm so glad I didn't just spend my money on gems! Oh, yes! Yes! Thank you, Observatory! Bless the stars! Bless the constellations! Oh, so good. How many was that? Cool. 11. Oh, brilliant! Brilliant. Huh. Okay, and just having drafted the observatory should be increasing our stars as well, I think. Alright. So, that's really great, because if we get the opportunity for the vault, we'll be good. What would be ideal here, I think, is the West Wing Hall. Yeah. Right? Garage would be a dead end. That would be a shame. That would only send us downwards, you know, which might be okay. But this offers us more possibilities. And we're doing well. We're doing well. An old tin can. Okay. If we can get... I'd be really keen to try and get a green room here. Or, you know, maybe we'll get lucky and get dig spots with something else. But I feel like this is where the rich soil... This is the only spot in the West Wing with rich soil. Alright. I mean, it's possible we could get dig spots in the corridor. And then we'd have another room possibility. In fact, we would have the interesting barren soil space possibility, whatever that means. Storeroom, though, we've had dig spots in the storeroom before. So that could also be good. Maybe I might risk corridor, because we got dig spots in this corridor. Alright, well, that's a risk, isn't it? A risk can go either way. Alright, can I get storeroom here? Oh, you're kidding me! You're kidding me! Finally! Maybe it's only on this spot. Maybe that's one of the deals with this spot. Oh, you've heard me say, guys. You've heard me say, like, it seems like probably this can only be drafted in the West Wing. And I've been trying to make it happen. I wasn't even considering it right now, but maybe it's even only on this spot. I have no idea, but we have another data point. Okay. Breathe. We've finally got her ladyship's chamber. We know this is going to be interesting. Okay, the next time you enter boudoir, we get 10 steps. That's so good because we get so many boudoirs typically. And the next time you enter walk-in closet, we gain 3 gems? My mind is exploding. This is so good. As if I would pick any of the others. Oh, yum, yum, yum. Oh. Beautiful atmosphere. A telescope. There's the harp. We saw a harp in the music room. A swan? or a goose or a duck. To be honest, looks more like a goose, doesn't it? But probably a swan. There we go. There we go. So she does seem to be associated with the harp. Ha. Maybe each of the... A spyglass telescope. Gain an additional effect of each constellation observed in the observatory. Oh, I just drafted an observatory. Maybe if I go back and look again, maybe something else will happen. Huh, but that's interesting. Let me just look at that again. Very pretty. Gain an additional effect of each constellation observed in the observatory. Yeah, maybe I'll look at it again. Okay. Oh, it's just... So she also has a skylight. We haven't seen that very often. Interesting. And is this window... is this window in the shape... Where do I have it written down? In the shape of our... Not quite. I have at the moment like a slightly outside theory that the shape that's in the middle of that round plinth in the torch room downstairs, underground, could be the censored original... I've written Arch Aries, but I mean Fen Aries, sort of a logo, whatever you... Logo's not the right word, but you know what I mean. Aha! That's super interesting. So I've been really puzzling over, and I've said this, I think, in the last episode or the one before, I've been really puzzling over who the Black Queen might refer to. And this seems to imply it is not Clara. She has a white queen. Chess piece in her bedroom. Okay, what else have we got here? The ballerina, the dancer. We've had a blessing from the dancer, and there's another ballerina on a music box in the boudoir that I've always, since the first time I've been in there, that was one of the most interesting things to me. I've thought we'll definitely be able to get in there, or... So she has... I mean, that is most definitely a purple flag, but purple often is kind of the proxy for black, right? I don't know. So a purple or a black flag. No, yeah, Iraja is associated with the purple flag. Yeah. So the southern realm is the purple flag. Okay. So she is White Queen associated with Iraja, swans, and that's where the swan, it all clicks together. That's what this, yeah, and that's the symbol of Iraja. Upgrade disc, yes. Oh, all right, so we've got to get a terminal. Do you know what? I can't even remember really why, but I've been thinking like who this hat is associated with. I think it might be because I hit the desk there. In the opening sequence of the game, you get one shot of like a mantelpiece that has several photos of it. In the center is a photo of us. There's a photo of a younger version of Herbert. And there's like a recital invitation or something for a name I've never heard. It's like, I don't have it in front of me, but it's like Marie Bowl or something. There's also a woman in a hat there. I feel like the hat thing has come up a couple of times, so it's been on my mind. So maybe that's her. I haven't figured out who that woman is. Okay. It's so good to have magnifying glass when you get a new room. So we know that this is... let's just get a close-up of his nose. Nothing I can see. Nice picture though, really nice. So this guy is, I've got like 1,000 pages of notes, so some stuff I've gone over again and again and again, and I obviously know a lot of stuff off by heart. Some stuff I find, like, if I find like another 10,000 mysteries between some information I found, like 20 days ago and now, I have to go back to it. This could be, I think this is the Lord William Epsom. Yep. I think this is Lord William Epsom from Featherfall Keep, who is her father. Is Clara's father, I believe. Let me just double check that I'm not doing something silly. I've got my family tree here. Yeah, her father is this guy, Lord William Epsom, and he was married to Lady Ashland. Possibly that is this picture. This is the first time that we've come across the picture of her, apart from the smaller version of it in the root cellar, which we have. I could go and have a look at it again today, but I've got photos of it. It's okay. Oh, hey. Oh, but now I've got the magnifying glass. Actually, it is a good idea to go back to the root cellar because I wanted to look at the family tree with the magnifying glass. Haha. All right, it's worth going back. Very interesting. So I'm fairly sure, I'll double check, but I'm fairly sure that is the woman who was labelled as Lady Ashwin. So that would make sense. That's her mum and her dad. All right. I know this is the most exciting thing, but let me build myself up to it a little bit. So that should be, hang on, I can't use the magnifying glass? Oh. So that should be Simon, her husband, who, I don't know when he disappeared / died. Seems that more or less the same thing that happened to Mary seems to have happened to him, or maybe not. Maybe, because I feel like Mary actually has survived. Mary is alive somewhere, but she's in the southern, I feel like she's been smuggled into Araja. And so she's just sort of separated from this land forever for whatever reason. There may be more to it than that, but that seems to be what we're kind of learning. Whereas Simon, they've mentioned in one of the recent red letters, in fact the drawing room red letter. Oh my god, getting the drawing room safe is such a huge thing for me. Maybe for you too, because you would have been watching for so long going, the two different kinds of gates. I think in that red letter we learned that Simon sacrificed himself for the same cause. So they're all clearly, rebels who work against the red state. But I don't know when he disappeared. That looks like the hat that, is it Snufkin in Moomin wears? Oh. What? I love stuff like this because I'm looking at it and I'm like, I have no freaking idea what this means. Like some stuff I'm like, oh, that connects with X and blah, blah. It's definitely to do with this theme or this person or this mystery or this puzzle. This one I'm like, what the hell is this? It's interesting that it says, does it never end? And actually, I just got to say that V looks like an R because it's either, it's probably just never, but it looks like Nera. Or Nevev. So some kind of map, maybe? And it's kind of like almost an eye shape, but it's quite round and it's just kind of got... And it's got these, it looks like barbed wire. Like, you know, are these X's that denote something? There's so many of them though. Huh. Okay, something else to think about. Oh, this room. This room. I so want to use this harp. Maybe we get an opportunity, right? Those pedals. All right, time to look at the diary. Ridiculous. What a ridiculously exciting room. Her ladyship's diary. That is so gorgeous. That is a beautiful design. I love it. Oh my God. Oh, it's locked. I wonder where we would find the key to this. You would think in this room, right? But I can't. Like it's a key. It's a keyhole. Could be anywhere. It could be in these drawers, and maybe I need to get another key to open a thing, you know, to find the key that's here. Could be... No, that's just... Could be under the hat. I mean, can we tear this place apart? Like, who's gonna mind, right? Who's gonna mind? Like, maybe it's in here. Maybe somehow we get... I reckon there's a good chance that it could be... Like, it could be in the boudoir. You know, so if it's not in this room, I reckon it's in one of her other rooms. So the boudoir, or... I'm thinking of Bedknobs and Broomsticks. Did anybody else grow up with that movie? I freaking love that movie. That was a huge part of my childhood. Oh, it could just be under this hat. Can't we try? Can't we look? All right. There's so many more mysteries here, I think, for the time being. Could even be if we like go and buy what if we go to the locksmith and we buy a special key and it's her diary key? I'd be really questioning how they came upon their keys and why they put them up for sale like that. Okay, that was incredible. That was incredible. I think I might pop back into the observatory just to see if this telescope now does something for us. Yeah. Oh, yes. Are you kidding? 5 more gems. Oh, yes. This is brilliant. It couldn't be better for trying to get some rare room action. Okay. All right. Oh my God, it's going so well. It's going so well. A regular key I think is better here. I'd like to use my silver key somewhere in the middle. Oh, okay, so now we know we can get a gem from drawing room, though it costs a gem. So that's something to consider. The pool would be great because I would love to get the pump room again, and also the locker room, right? Not only do I have a lot of keys, but I might have the lockpick kit. So to get the locker room would allow us to open up way more lockers for sure. So I reckon pool. Like the drawing room we would lose a gem and gain a gem. So, you know, as it is, unless there are, of course, more mysteries to discover in there. Oh man, so we've got a few things going on. All right, so we really want the vault. We also really want the coat check. We also really want just more green rooms for dig spots and stuff in general. We want more trunks because we've got the sledgehammer. We want a terminal so we can use our upgrade disc. I would actually really like to get the laboratory to have a look at its computer and see if I can use that admin key there somehow. But I'm not sure. Anyway, there's many things going on. Hang on, exit. Is this a spot? I don't think I want to use the special key yet. One key for each bedroom in your house. I do feel like, you know, I feel like there's more mysteries everywhere. Like, I feel like the gymnasium, not the gymnasium, I actually meant the weight room. The weight room has a lot more to it than I've currently found. Because it's got such a major cost, it must have a major use. That's what I'm figuring, but I don't know what it is yet. Yeah, no, it would be a waste to have the servants' quarters here. It's a nice perk, but keys are not my biggest problem. So maybe spare green room so we can jump across. And then if I use the silver key here, if I get the opportunity. Nah. Nothing. Oh, no item. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, if I can use the silver key here, I think that'll be a good spot for it because we've got... Oh, maybe we have to. Maybe we have to. Yep, because below here from the commissary, I've got an exit there. And then we've got an exit from the pool. So I'm going to do it. It's coat check time. Oh my gosh. Just checking for dig spots. Okay. Let's do it. Let's retrieve our basement key. There we go. So do I go immediately out to use this, or maybe I'll keep going from the pool for a bit since we're here, because I'm looking at my steps and they're not the best. They're not the best. They're not terrible, but we're not. We're not swimming in steps. Okay, bunk room, it would be a dead end, so that would be a real shame here, honestly. I think I'll do patio. Yeah, let's see what we can get from here. Coin, nice. I'd actually really love some more coins, because then I could potentially, yeah, buy... Ooh, nice. Well, I have already, you know, like, done the thing there. I don't think I particularly today need to get into the secret garden. Okay, 11. That's pretty good. And we got a apple. I'm actually really happy for the apple. And the gem. Okay. Alright, that's something. Yeah. So, yeah, we need a place with a terminal as well. Alright, let's try going across. Let's see what happens. Ah. I've also got quite a lot of, you know, I've got telescope, shovel, magnifying glass, and sledgehammer. So workshop could also be an interesting thing to have as well. I know I want pump room, but we won't have any exits from here. Security would let us go up, but not across. I might actually go security because I'd really like to use this upgrade. It's really, really nice to use the upgrade disc because, you know, even if today doesn't go as well as you hope, you've gained a permanent upgrade that will help in the following days. I feel like it's such a shame to get an upgrade disc and not be able to use it. Are you kidding me? This would be incredible. I get parlor every single day. 2 wind-up keys. I don't even know what that would mean. The gem prize is equal to the red rooms in your house. If you open up an empty box in funeral parlor... In what? Oh, sorry, this is called funeral. I was like, there's a funeral parlor? I mean, that's a very interesting... Like, to be honest, I'm really tempted to do this just because of how it would change the vibe in the room and potentially something else. Like, But I have to say, I don't think I usually have too many red rooms by the time I get to parlour. I think parlour tends to be something I do very early in the day. It's a shame because that sounds really, really cool. I don't know what 2 wind-up keys means. Like, does it mean I get 2 shots at opening? I mean, I mostly get it right. I think as boring as it is, I think the 3 gem prize is the best upgrade. Like, just to get another gem pretty much guaranteed every day is really good. Okay. All right. Luckily, this is not a security door. Let's see what we can get. Oh, drafting studio. That would also take us straight to the foundation, which would be really interesting. It's using up my gems. I'm still really, really good for gems, but it's, you know. Oh, also though, I would also really love study. But it's not a good spot for a dead end. I think it's going to have to be drafting studio, but I have a couple of ideas for the safe code for the study safe, because I think it could relate to the knowledge that we get from drafting studio. It has a mini study in there with the safe, and I think it could be that the apple trees on the calendar there, the number of apples in the 4 trees might relate to the safe code. Either way, I'm gonna do drafting studio for now because it will let us go straight forward. And of course, I just double check that this is the same. But also, yeah, we do have the magnifying glass. So let's make sure that we're checking everything out here with that as well. Yeah, so I think it could be 3, 4, 4, 2. Or if you count the fallen apples as well, it could be 4, 4, 5, 3. All right, let's make sure we're checking this as well in case there's hidden letters or something. Maybe not. Okay. It's very satisfying to be able to use the magnifying glass in every room. So the main thing is obviously, oh, wow. Oh, I haven't even clicked on it yet. This is so exciting. The kennel. The kennel. This is the best room. Like, this room where you get more amazing rooms is incredible. Okay. I really want to do the kennel because maybe the food in the kitchen is a dog. Maybe there's dog in the kennel, or dogs, or just signs of dog. Each time you dig in a room, unlock all doors in that room. That is crazy. That would be crazy useful. The vestibule, you have to find the vestibule cool just for the name. And it looks very cool as well. Whenever you enter vestibule, 3 of the doors in the room unlock and the 4th one becomes locked. That's extremely weird and tantalizing. That makes me really curious about what's going on there. Whenever you enter vestibule, 3, so each time you enter, 3 of the doors unlock and the 4th. That's kind of a chaos room. Solarium, you are more likely to draw unusual and rare rooms while drafting. I bet it's very pretty as well. Again, all of them could have interesting lore. All of them will be interesting environments to look at. So any of these would be good. We just got something that I think is going to increase our... that if we... what was it? Something else was relating to having more rare rooms. Oh, the conservatory. Yeah. Man, there's actually so many more rooms than I was thinking. There really are. Because I thought by looking at the spaces in our room directory, I thought I had it figured out. But there you go. Touche game. I have nothing figured out whatsoever. Nothing. There's way more stuff. I think I'm going between kennel and solarium. I think I'm going to do kennel because I like the each time you dig, you unlock all the doors in that room. That's kind of cool. And I'm also just interested in the potential for a dog. Home to several of Sinclair's hunting companions, it can be assumed these friendly hounds have been anxious to meet their new that seems to imply there's dogs. There's actual dogs in there. Well, hang on. Let's review. Let's just learn more about the other rooms, right? An ornately framed yet modestly sized hall, it had served as the original antechamber in the old days before eventually... well, that makes it very compelling, actually. Before eventually being removed from the estate for having doors that were prone to becoming stuck. Huh. A quaint floral sitting room. I can't tell you how much that makes me want this room. Surrounded entirely by tinted glass panes. This room is ideal for tea in the afternoons. It's like an afternoon room to complement the morning room. Or getting some sun without the hassle of going outside. I love it. That sounds so good. But dogs. I'm going to go kennel. Beautiful. Oh my God. Let's just get this room as much as we can. Oh, get out of here. Huh. Hang on. But what? Huh? So I can open this safe. Are you kidding me? Oh, magnifying glass. What? I didn't expect this to happen. I did think it was weird the way that this came up as a... the way that it showed you the safe, but I didn't actually really think... I thought it was going to be like a hint towards the study safe. Well, in that case, let me try my calendar. 3, 4, 4, 2. I'm not sure I did that correctly. No. Okay, hang on. 3, 4, 4, 2. No. All right, in that case, let's try 4, 4, 5, 3. Maybe... hang on. Why does it first land on 4? Okay. All right. I have to think. I have to think a little bit more about this. Maybe it's the same combination as the study safe. So if I figure out the study safe, which might mean that the apple things are not the study safe combination. Okay. I'm just making sure that I've noted that I've got a black pawn here in the drafting studio. Pawn black. However I'm going to use all of this, I don't know. But one day it's going to be amazing to figure it out. Oh, okay. So I must have miscalculated last time. Last time we were here, I thought we were here on the day before. But actually, this must be today's date. So this is today's Great Hall partitioning. Okay, so... alright. So on that side, it's the... What's the orientation though? I guess if whatever your entrance is becomes this. Okay, all right. That's interesting. That's how it works. This we've looked at before, but actually this is really fortuitous because I did try to look at these and I couldn't quite see it. It wasn't clear enough. Like I knew this one was Lydia, but I couldn't make out this one. So it looks like Danger or Dorja. I had figured Dieja, but actually I think it's Danger. That's definitely an A. It's just, is that a U or an N? I think it's danger. Okay, brilliant, brilliant. That's the main thing that I needed from here. But I suppose we might as well, just do a double check of any other hidden things. I don't think so. But specifically these rooms, like the drawings of the rooms, very interesting. This is the greenhouse, which we haven't had yet. It's driving me nuts. But we will get there. Oh, there's some of those things that were in the secret garden as well. I don't know yet what they are. They might be something we can use. Great hall. This is the bookshop, I believe, with its expansive books. Yep, so I think it's Danja and Lydia. So there's only 2 of the angels that we've seen that I don't have names for, and that's the cook and the chimney sweep. Interesting. So good. So good. Oh man, I wish I could figure out this safe combination. And also these things. I'm sure there's something going on with these things. All right. Okay. Well, on this note, I'm going to have to leave this episode here. Let's look up at our beautiful skylight. Thank you so much, everyone. We've already come so far. I haven't even used this basement key, but we have the opportunity now. It's all happening. We've finally been in her ladyship's chamber. Oh my God, which has answered some things and raised more questions. We've drafted yet another. I've got now 2 new rooms I never heard of that we've got to look forward to from the drafting studio. I want drafting studio every single day from now on. We've upgraded parlor. It's a small thing, but that's actually huge. That is huge. Wow. All right. Yet another incredible, fun, amazing day in Blueprints. Please join me for the next one, and I'll see you then. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.